I'd like to talk to you about the need to be concerned about the climate crisis. It is all around us and we've got to take it seriously. It might be all right for us to say, well, there were droughts and wildfires and then floods in Australia, the other side of the world, or California. And then we can perhaps be a bit overwhelmed by the floods after 50 degrees of temperature in India and Bangladesh, thinking, well, they get so hot there anyway. But to hear that there were 6 million people displaced within a few days in India and Bangladesh is very serious indeed. And then there's news about the Mediterranean and wildfires there and high temperatures. But suddenly it's here. Record temperatures in our country and all the news about the London Fire Brigade having its busiest days since the Second World War. And of course, this isn't going to suddenly peak and we'll have no more of it. It's going to get gradually worse. We are warming the globe and we are not reacting quickly enough to avoid the damage or to begin to repair the damage that we've done. We're already being told that some of the damage is now irreparable. So we've got to think and we've got to act. And unfortunately, the government is not providing us with the fulfilling of the promises made at COP26. And even in these days, the High Court has judged that the net zero strategy of the government is in fact unlawful and not providing the results that we need. So we've got to get to work on caring for our common home. Pope Francis is very clear that each and every one of us has a part to play and that everything is connected. And the way you and I live our daily lives has a contribution to make in repairing the damage to the environment. But we've got to be clear that the politics of our nation must take full measure of climate change and the climate crisis. We've got to make sure that our businesses are adopting policies in the longer term, which mean that there will be a net zero possibility by 2050. We've really got to allow our parishes and our families and our schools to change the habits that we have in order to care for our common home. I want to thank you for any interest that you have, for the enthusiasm, particularly in our schools, for the changes that we're making. This is all very good, but we've got an enormous task ahead of us and we've got to be aware of the challenges that face us. Let's make sure that we are making a difference. Let's make sure that we are caring for our common home. Thank you very much for all that you do. I know that we're jogging along, showing an interest in climate change, but jogging's not enough. We've got to start sprinting at this stage to make sure that we are caring for our common home and our brothers and sisters. Thank you.